G'day, I'm Stewie.
And I'm Christian.
And we'd like to welcome you back to Learnsy. Myself and Christian are teachers, and we're trying to impart and share our knowledge of what we teach or what we give to children in the classroom to try and help you and your child on their and your learning journey. In this video, we're taking about 5 minutes to share the 5 basic reading strategies that we teach in the classroom to beginning readers that you yourselves can use at home. From our previous 2 videos, the big message that we've been trying to get across is that you need to try and make that reading as fun as possible for you and your child as you can. So let's get into it.
When your children start bringing simple, repetitive reading material home, you're going to want to create a really nice, comfortable, positive atmosphere around the reading, and that's so important, especially when it's their first reading experiences. And with you at home, it's going to make a big deal when you are giving them some positive feedback. So an example of some simple reading material would be like this book here. It's the Collins Big Cat Phonics books. They've got really simple words, 3-letter words, 2-letter words, really repetitive throughout the whole book. And that's the sort of books that you'll be getting home, your child will be getting home when they're starting to read. And we know that it might be a little bit daunting for you guys at home, so we're wanting to give you some tools to make it a little bit easier for you, so we won't be reaching for the wine after you've been reading with your child. So, 5 reading strategies that we're going to be talking about today are: number 1 is going to be one-to-one reading correspondence. Number 2 is going to be picture walking. Number 3 is going to be using the picture in the book to help you tell the story and also inform you of maybe what's written. Segmenting and blending words, retelling the story, or explaining your favourite part of the book. Right, let's jump in and have a bit more of an explanation.
So the first reading strategy that we're looking at today is that one-to-one correspondence. And you might be asking, what does that mean? Well, I'm going to tell you. One-to-one correspondence is basically the ability of children to be able to see how many words are on the page and be able to see and then read those words. So for example, in this book here, I see the elephant. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4 words that the child understands that there's 4 words on the page, that they can read the 4 words. That's one-to-one correspondence. It's not the ability to start adding words in. So as they see 4 words, they read 4 words. And being able to follow along or point to each word as they read is called one-to-one correspondence.
Number 2 is going to be the picture walk. A picture walk is when you take a book and you don't read the words. So from the start, you'll have a look at the cover and you'll go through the book page by page, looking at every single page all the way to the end. And then at the end, you'll have a little discussion with your child about what they think the book is about.
This also helps the child understand that including the words, the pictures also tell a story. So it's really powerful to be able to have the child really talk about and describe the pictures that they're seeing. So number 3, our third reading strategy out of 5. Number 3 is using the picture to help decode words. And again, there's some interesting words in there. So basically the word decoding is words you can start to use about sounding out. So what that might mean is, again, I'll refer to my book just here. The child won't come along and say, I see the, and then this word elephant. It is a big word for them and it is very hard to try and sound out or start to decode. But what they can do, and what all the early readers have for you, is this word can associate with the picture. So if your child gets to this word and gets stuck, the best thing you can say is, oh, let's have a look at the picture. The picture will help us. And then they can see the first sound is eh. They look at the picture and they can see that it's an elephant. And that's a really great way to help them start decoding those bigger words. So that's looking at the picture to helping them to decode words in these simple readers as well.
Strategy number 4 is segmenting and blending. Segmenting is splitting a word up into its component sounds. So for example, with the same book, we look at the title, pip. So we would say p-ip, and then the blending part is pip. So turning the sounds into the word. And that is a skill in itself that children need to practice when they're starting to read.
These books are very, very easy to segment, decode and read. It's all the sounds that the children should be learning or should be knowing. So there's not really difficult words in there. It's very easy to break up and read, which also helps build confidence when you're reading with your child. That's why we really love these books. And finally, reading strategy number 5 is having your child retell the story to you. Okay? It might be just getting to the end of the book, you have them retell the story to you, or you ask them to go to their favourite part. This is a great way for you to understand whether they have understood what it is they've read. It's also the early starts of comprehension, being able to retell the story, being able to say who the characters were, but being able to say what their favourite part was and why that was their favourite part.
One of the bigger parts of this picture is, what does it look like for you as a parent? So don't try to do all 5 reading strategies at the same time. Focus on just one, say one per week. For example, if you wanted to use the picture walk, just work with your child, explain what it is to them, and then you model it, you show them exactly what to do, and then you do it together, and then eventually they'll be able to do it on their own. And that will be just one of the strategies. So just keep it fun, keep it playful. It's not supposed to be this big drilling effort to make sure that they remember it every day after that. Sometimes you'll remember and be better at it, and other days if you're tired you might not.
Another thing that you could do once you've taught these 5 reading strategies is create a reading strategies hand. This is something we will talk about in later videos, but it is a fantastic tool to have, especially when you're reading with your child. It's something they can decorate, and when you're reading together you can say, which reading strategy would we like to focus on tonight? It's like, I think we should focus on a retell. Fantastic. So that's what the child actually knows, what reading strategy they will be focusing on with you tonight.
And also giving them a choice, it gives them a bit of empowerment, so it's not just you bossing them, and so it creates an easier environment when you're actually going for that read in the evening.
Yeah, just like we've explained in all 3 videos now, when you're reading with your child, you want it to be a positive experience. Now we admit, these books are not Shakespeare. They are extremely repetitive and can get a little bit boring, but what they are doing with your child is helping to develop confidence, repetition, and understanding, and being able to recognise those high frequency words. The other important thing that we love to tell parents here at school, if you've had a long day, if your child has had a long day and you're both tired, there's no point going to read and making the experience not a positive one. Okay, if they miss one night of reading, it's not going to affect their college or university entrance marks and exam. Taking a break, making the reading experience positive is what we've always talked about, especially, as Christian said before, if it is a negative reading experience and you both haven't really enjoyed it, we don't want you reaching for the wine bottle at the end of it. We want it to be fun. We want your children to be exposed and understand that reading is fun.
And we're going to keep telling you guys that, because the better the experience is for your child, the better experience is going to be for you, and also in future the confidence your child is just going to go sky high. Just remember that that's the end goal of our advice, is to help you create a beautiful environment where your child really does enjoy the process of learning, not just trying to get to the end or wherever that might be. So in our next video, we're going to be exploring 5 different types of books that will be beneficial for you guys to have around the home, depending on the age of your child. And this will really help you build up your library and create that rich literacy environment that's really going to benefit your child as they grow older. Thank you for watching. Please like our content, it really helps us out a lot. Subscribe and drop any comments that you'd like to share with us and questions, and we'd love to get back to you and see any replies that you're going to drop there.
Good luck with these 5 reading strategies. We really hope they help you and your child in your learning journey. Thanks. Take care. See you.
Bye.